center. Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Kerry. I'm the cold Drew Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey. That mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Basket Robin shit. 31 flavors. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie-dottie. He like to potty. Fuck with clothes, shoot, throwing 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm a shark, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on a cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, tower pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What up, King? Thanks for joining. I hope you're doing well. Hey, bolt up. How are you? Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Chargers Power Hour, episode 6. I hope everyone have a wonderful week and having a great Friday evening, and thank you for joining tonight. All right, JD, can you hit that Neon Peacock merch ad? Let's go. Sure to head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com. Taking full advantage of the 20% sale. Coupon code is site-wide20. Again, that's wide 20, and it's 20% off, and it's till November 13th, I believe. But head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com, get your Lad McConkey Lightning Lad shirt, get your GWN merch. You can get pillows, t-shirts, hoodies. You can pretty much get anything you want. Just hop on over, take a look. You'll find something you'll want to buy. But hey, as I said, head on over there. You'll find something you like and something you enjoy. Or then again, there'll be a nice gift for Christmas for someone. Then again, welcome to episode 6 of the Power Hour, Chargers Power Hour. Bolt up. All righty. Well. Herbert and that defense helped the Chargers survive a Tennessee win. It was a pick 6, return touchdown by Tennessee, but we just survived a 27-20 win in Week 9. Yeah, but that win did come with some costly things in this one. Well, the Chargers are 6-3 with a 27-2 win over the Titans last Sunday. I'd say the Chargers defense couldn't be denied, but just like midway through the third quarter, the Bolts held on by a field goal and stuff like that. But there was a lot of I would say, on this one last week the defense held, but pretty much I'd have to say that their run defense was not as good as I wanted it to be. We also lost Joe Alt for the season. Yes, I said the season. He suffered a high ankle sprain. What up, King? And hey, Papa Kuru. Hey, yeah, I sent you the link. Thank you for joining and welcome. Yeah, we lost Joe Alt for the year. It was as Bogey would say, it was a bloody war. There was some drives that could have been better. But we did stop Tennessee on the goal line a few times. But we stopped Tony Pollard on the 1-yard line. There was a few things, but there was quite a bit of hits on Herbert, and it was not as much as I wanted. But also in that game, the Chargers rolled. Elijah Molden and Denzel Perriman teamed up and denied Pollard on very key drives that Tennessee was trying to score on it. So that was a huge play there. But also the Chargers defense hasn't given up more than 16 points since Week 7 to the Indianapolis Colts. So that was a plus. But I remember saying that we're going to walk all over Tennessee. No, we didn't. They gave us a game. And I eat crow on that one. I said it was going to be a walkover. It was not. It was far from a walkover. It was too close of a game. My heart was palpitating a lot of that watching it, but it was all right. But Justin Herbert had a stellar game. Justin Herbert was 19 for 29 for 250 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. But also, Justin Herbert was the Gazelle again. He was leading the team in rushing with 57 rushing yards. So, it's something you got to see. We're seeing every single week. Now, as for Kamami Vidal, he had 12 attempts for 30 yards. And I remember saying last week in my fantasy outlook that Vidal was a smash start. Hey, man, I will take the goose egg. I will take it on that one. That was my Charger. That was my homer pick. But, man, I'll eat crow on that one. I'm sorry for that. If you started him and listened to me, I apologize on that one. But as for Keenan Allen, he had 5 targets, 2 receptions for 41 yards. Lad McConkey, 7 targets, 4 receptions for 56 yards. Now, Aronde Gadsden II, 5 targets, 5 receptions for 68 yards. He's still showing up. That's 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, he lost his touchdown streak, but Gadsden is showing up and showing out. Now, as for Quentin Johnson, who was a nobody the week before, zeros across the board, 0 targets, 0 receptions, 0 yards. QJ showed up. 5 targets, 4 receptions, 53 yards, and a touchdown. And he managed to hold on to the damn ball, too. Pause. So, yeah, that's what they looked like stat-wise. But, the Chargers did start off the game on the second or third play with a pick six. And I was like, yeah, that was an ugly start. And it's just, and losing Alt was a huge, big one there. I mean, the Titans did sack Herbert a season high 6 times on Sunday. And that was like, yeah. And I said, yeah, right there. This is the game stats from the game last week, Sunday. Let's see if I can read it here. Yeah, the Chargers had 343 total yards, while Tennessee had 206. Passing yards, just incredible, went for 212 and 118 for Cam Ward. 131 rushing and 88 for Tennessee. And half of that was by Justin Herbert, that's why I call him just incredible this season. Yards per play was 5.3 for the Chargers and 4.7 for Tennessee. First downs, 21-10 Chargers. For third down efficiency was decent in the game, 7 for 13. I like that. There was only one crucial turnover. That was the interception by Herbert. But the sacks, that actually stands out. Herbert getting sacked 6 times was just, I mean, he is just being pummeled every single game, and it's getting to a point where, hey, what's not? But we'll get to that point when a little further down. Hey, JB, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. And I gotta turn back and watch Tuesday's show. I didn't catch it, but I'm gonna make sure to watch it on replay. I always enjoy your show. Head on over to Stay Tuned Live and check out their content. Great stuff. Great people over there too. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Now, JD, you wanna see what we got there? As for the Chargers, their rushing yards allowed in the first half was for 9 carries and 56 yards, which is 6.2 yards per catch. Now, in the second half, our run D stepped up big time. That was huge. And the Titans only had 10 carries for 32 yards in the second half, which was fantastic because our run game was horrendous. And it showed, but it showed up in the second half. But, you're welcome, JD. Oh, I appreciate you too. But no, I think no play I thought was no bigger than the Denzel Perryman, Elijah Molden making a massive stop on the goal line to stop Tony Pollard. I was like, please don't score. And we went at that play right there, set up a 99 scoring drive, and we went on to score on that next drive. But Jay, do you mind pulling up the OA picks, please? Thank you. Now, we made a trade about 3 weeks ago with the Baltimore Ravens. This man right here has had a hell of a start to his Chargers career. In Sunday's game, he had 2 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, and 4 pressures. Since joining the Chargers, Owe now has 4 weeks ago, he has racked up 12 pressures, 4 sacks, 1 quarterback hit, and has the 8th highest pass rush rate among qualified edge rushers per PFF. So that was a needed and a boost, and I'm loving what he's doing, and I'm looking forward to seeing these stats grow each single week. And he looks more and more comfortable than he was in Baltimore. Because I remember in Baltimore, weeks 1 through 5, he had 0 sacks. Here he is, 2 games in, he has 4 sacks. Sorry, 3 games, 2 to 3 games. He's got 4 sacks, so he's been a great addition to our defense, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from that trade. And I was skeptical at first because he really wasn't a nobody, he hadn't done anything in Baltimore, but I think a change of scenery was a beautiful thing for him. So I'm loving that right there. But as for my takeaways for Week 9, it was can you put that pressure up there right there? This was a stat that I saw I had to pull up, and I was talking about last week about Justin Herbert being hit. He leads the league almost in every single statistical stat, like possibly imagine, that we don't want to be looking at. I mean, he's got 94 quarterback pressures, most in the NFL, 70 quarterback hits taken, most in the NFL. 22 times sacked, tied for fourth in the NFL. And I think the last time I saw yesterday, Herbert has been hit more than 30 times than the nearest person to him, an ex-quarterback hit. And I think the total over now is like 130 times he's been hit, which is ridiculous. But then again, our line is atrocious. It's injury-riddled. I'm not using injuries as an excuse. That goes for all 32 teams. They all suffer from it. But I remember going into the season telling everyone on our YouTube channel, oh, man, we got the best fucking offensive line out there. We got Slater. Down goes Slater. That's that season ended right there. That was a blow right there. And then we lose Alt last week. I'm like, damn, but hopefully we can piecemeal this line together. It's not looking pretty, but I think we're going to be riding through it the rest of the season. So the trade deadline came and passed. We made one addition. I will attack that pretty soon. But as for my takeaways, we did have a gutsy road win. A winner is a winner in the NFL. Even if the Chargers' Week 9 victory wasn't the prettiest, it was ugly, but it wasn't the prettiest. But you'll see what matters the most. Picked up the 6th victory of the year, and they moved past the halfway point of the season also, 2025. So it's a good thing. But the biggest, besides it was a great win, but I think the biggest loss was losing Joe Alt. He left with an injury. He got another high ankle sprain, and he had seasoning and tightrope surgery to repair that ankle. And we will see you next year, Joe Alt, along with Slater. So that all those things I wanted to say this year was going to be fantastic on our offensive line. I now have to wait till 2026. So I eat crow on that one too, but But another key stat for us was the key goal line stand for our defense, even without Alt in the second half. They stood up pretty good and they held it firm. Yes, I mean, Tennessee was without 4 of their starters also, but they held up. They got the W. That's all that matters. But, the Chargers defense was backed up by their 1-yard line. There was many third downs that ensued. Khalil Mack made a couple big, large plays. Which I was happy to finally see him. He's looking healthy and healthier each week, which was looking good. But those 4th down plays was huge. But again, we can't rely on Justin Herbert to do everything. Not just throw the ball, but run the ball. I mean, as I said last week, I said, Vidal, start him. And he tacked up 30 yards total. It was didn't look good. But Herbert's leading the charge again. If it's throwing and it's also running the ball. I mean, he's having a hell of a season without an offensive line. I mean, he's putting up monstrous stats without an offensive line. That ranks 30th in the entire NFL. And he's putting up godly sick numbers. But you know what? If we had a healthy line, I think Herbert would be in the MVP conversation. He was early in the season, but without an offensive line, you really can't. I mean, he's getting hit. He's getting, everything. So it's been rough. But I think our special teams had ups and downs on Sunday also. I mean, I'd say the Chargers had an uneven up and down day on special teams, a performance that was spotlighted by giving up a 67-yard punt return that broke a 7-7 tie late in the first quarter. But that was, and the play featured a handful of there was a bunch of missed tackles. I got more fingers to count how many missed tackles I counted in that game. It was too many, but but the best part about it, there wasn't as many penalties, which we are improving on, because we're not, all those penalties, we're just giving them extra drives and extending the drives for the opposing team. So that was a good thing. Let's see. Okay, as I was talking about Justin Herbert, JD, can you pull up that Herbert under pressure pick, please? Yeah, right there. Yeah, Justin Herbert in week 9. He took 11 QB hits, 6 sacks, and lost both starting tackles again. Yeah, we lost not just Joe, but we lost another offensive tackle. So yeah, it was a war out there, but it was rough. I mean, we lost our right tackle Bobby Hurt to a groin, Joe Alt to his ankle, and we also lost defensive lineman Jameer Caldwell was hurt also. So we lost 3 pieces to our line in the game, and it was a mess. But there are some good news. Amari Hampton he was out today working on the field on the side at Chargers practice, which is a very positive sign for the rookie as he works his way back from his ankle injury. So he should be back after the bye, which is week 13. So our bye is week 12, and he should be back week 13. Bum, bum, bum. Now, as for the trade deadline, JD, can you pull up that picture, please? Yeah, right here. Okay, the Chargers did make a trade, I think about almost like a minute to go left in the trade deadline. We ended up trading with the New Orleans Saints and Papa Guru's team. And I remember calling him that night and asking him, we picked up Trevor Penning for a 6th-round pick. And Papa Guru said to me, and he is a diehard Saints fan, he basically said to me, he's basically like a body for you guys. He can play multiple positions, guard, left tackle, and right tackle. I mean, I think we signed him for mainly the versatility of the positions he plays, but also we have no one on that line. So I know he's 6'7", 330 pounds, very athletic, but he did rank with PF 27th in pass block win rate. So to me, it was like a low-cost flyer on untapped potential for Penning. So we shall see how this works out. Also, we did make a trade with the Jets. The Jets, we gave up Jair Taylor, and we received a 7th-round conditional pick. So those were the only 2 moves we made at the deadline. I mean, I was hoping for more, but as a lot of the main teams, especially like the 49ers, they didn't want to give, especially I wanted a edge rusher. The 49ers GM said he didn't want to get hosed. There was a lot of trades made in the deadline, but he saw there was some steep prices that were paid. I mean, I'm glad we didn't. As much as I wanted it to protect Justin Herbert, I don't think what was out there was the right moves, but not many. There wasn't many moves in our division either, so that really didn't make a difference. Well, it shouldn't say it made a difference, but there was not many moves in the AFC West either. So I think the Chargers were the only one that made a move, I believe, that I can recall. I didn't look into that, but we're gonna see what Trevor Penning is about. He was a former 1st-round pick also, so I mean, it's not like he's a nobody, but we're gonna see what it's all about and helps us out. And if he does, and it's basically, I'm looking at it, it's more like a depth piece. And if he does help us, maybe we sign him next year, or we'll see what happens. But I don't know. No, I'm looking forward to seeing what. Now, what do we got? We got a big game coming up. JD, you want to pull up that Herbert picture? Right there. All right. So let me see. Okay. All right. We got Sunday Night Football. And there's a lot of playoff implications this week for grabs in the AFC. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are coming into our house at SoFi. Hey, Albert, what's up? Hey, yeah. I think Herbert's a top 5 quarterback right now. I really do. On the stats alone, right? Yeah, I do think he's a top 5. I mean, I would put him at 5 right now. Yeah, JB. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Albert? All right. We have the Steelers next. The Steelers are 5-3, and they're coming into our house, and it's going to be on Sunday Night Football. And the Chargers are at 6-3, so I'm looking forward to the game. And this game here is going to be the first game between Justin Herbert and Aaron Rodgers. So this is going to be a fun one. And this Chargers-Steelers matchups, I suggest, is it could be a close, physical game. And I think the keys to victory include the Steelers have a great pass rush. And this is going to be a huge test for us this week against Justin Herbert. I mean, it's going to come down to the Chargers' ability to control the run and the Steelers pass rush. I mean, that's up next is on Sunday night. Is that J.J. Watt, Highsmith, all those boys over in Pittsburgh. That is a defense that no one can. I'm not going to say it's a great defense. It's getting up there in age, but it can wreak havoc. J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt is a beast. I mean, you can't just let him go. He's got to come out. He'll be sacked. I'll guarantee you right now, he'll probably will sack Herbert because our line is actually trash. So hey, Peacock, hey, welcome, buddy. Hey, yeah, not much. I hope you're going well. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Also, make sure to head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com. You also check out my buddy Peacock's YouTube channel. He has a wonderful Houston huddle over for the Houston Texans. It's usually on Wednesdays, and sometimes they're on a Saturday, but he does some great content over on his channel for the Houston Texans. And he's I highly recommend y'all checking it out. Now, actually, on Sunday night will be the first matchup ever between Aaron Rodgers and Justin Herbert. So they were supposed to face each other 2 years ago, but Aaron Rodgers tore his ACL. So that was all out the window. Also, Aaron Rodgers is 0-2 in primetime games this year. So I'm hoping it's going to be an 0 on Sunday, and he's going to go 0-3. And that puts us in the win column. Now, let me give a shout out to one of my best friends I've known for about 35 plus years, my friend Mike G. He's a diehard Steelers fan. And he's probably watching I sent him the link tonight. Hopefully you tap in, but he wasn't able to. But I'm looking forward to a good game because I know we got a small little bet going on there. So we always do when the Chargers and the Steelers face each other, if it's either on Facebook or if it's via text message. But I'm looking forward to a good game, Mike. It should be fun. But now with this game going into Sunday, the Chargers' current playoff odds are 74% as of right now. A win versus the Steelers will put us at 82%. A loss to the Steelers will put us at 61%. So, unfortunately, we did not get any help from those donkeys' asses yesterday. They won, unfortunately. But that was an ugly win, I must say. For an 8-2 team, that was ugly and disgusting. So, I mean, I was hoping the Raiders would give us some help, but then again, the Raiders kind of look like shit this year. So that's the Raiders for you. But I am hoping for the Texans to beat the Jaguars and the Vikings to beat the Ravens and my Chargers to beat the Steelers on Sunday. So that should boost, hopefully help from other teams will help us in the AFC West. But no, the Chargers-Steelers match is also carrying huge playoff implications for both teams also. So, I mean, I don't want to let this game slip away. I think we can take this game. I really do. But it's going to be a tough one. I mean, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers here. He can find players, but he might be 40-plus years, but he can still throw the goddamn ball. And he knows how to find the players in the right time. So, I mean, I'm not going to look past this game at all. I'm thinking this is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a close game, too, I think it's going to be. Now, JD, can you pull up the Chargers wide receiver pick, please? All right. Now, as for the fantasy implications for this game, if you have any Chargers players, fire them up. If it's Keenan Allen, Lab McConkey, Quentin Johnson, fire them up. Because the Steelers' defense allows the second most fantasy points to wide receivers. So, for me, just fire these boys up. If you got one, if you got two. But also, Keenan Allen is 2 completions away from smashing. Sorry, excuse me. Go on. Sorry about that. Keenan Allen is 2 receptions away from breaking Antonio Gates' his record for the most receptions in Chargers history. So 1 to tie, 2 to break. So I think that's going to be probably broken on the first drive of the game. I think we'll see Keenan Allen get fed pause on that one right there in that first drive, and he'll break that record. But we shall see what's happened on that one. But also, if you got Pittsburgh Steelers for fantasy, fire up T.J. Watt on the defense for IDP purposes. Aaron Rodgers, of course. I think he's going to get you your fantasy points you need. Jalen Warren, also Metcalf, and, of course, their tight end, Jonnu Smith. Because Aaron Rodgers loves the tight end pause, and I think it's going to be a good game. But for fantasy purposes, you'll get your points there. But I really do recommend firing up those Chargers wide receivers because Quentin Johnson came to play last week. I think Keenan Allen's going to show up this week. He wants to break that record and end with the W. So, but Herbert this year so far in 9 games, and he's leading the league in passing touchdowns. He's second. Sorry, he's passing touchdown. He's second. Passing yards. He's second. We're down to our 3rd running back. Herbert also is 10 yards away from being the leading rusher on our team, and that's amongst running backs. Yeah, also. So, yeah, Herbert is doing the job. He's had 3 bad interceptions all year long. His 2 fumbles were even in one game when his wide receiver and running back both got mixed up and got crossed out. He's also down to his 7th offensive tackle. And also, we're the only team with 4 guys with at least 400 receiving yards and at least 2 touchdowns. So we're doing something right with an abysmal offensive line. Yeah, just look at the Packers game, tape, and beat the Steelers. Yeah. Yo, man. Hey, I'm just looking for that W this weekend, JB. But, hey, I bet you they looked at that tape, man. But, hey, good luck to your Packers this weekend, too. JB's a big Packers fan. Go Pack, go. Also, we're first. The Chargers are first in 3rd down conversions on offense, number 1 in lowest rate of 3 and outs, and we have a top 3 to top 5 quarterback in the league. To me, I'm a Chargers homer. I'm going to say that, but I feel this year Justin Herbert, without his offensive line, is a top 5 quarterback this year. Just look at the stats. Yes, his interception were 3 last year. He is at 8 this year. So, yeah, it's a little different on the interceptions. That's a little high for Justin, but on that part, he ain't being just incredible on that part. But hopefully he can keep those down. So, as for the stats Herbert's putting up this year is impressive on its own. But accomplishing it with the 30th ranked offensive line makes it absolutely mind-blowing to me what kind of numbers he's putting up. So, to me, it just shows I can only imagine what he had stat-wise with a healthy offensive line. That we have to wait till next year to see that. But you can't only if, but you can't control injuries. But no. Now, JD, can you pull up that playoff standings pictures, please? All right there. We are sitting in the 6th spot with the Denver Donkeys asses sitting in 1st. I have a little things to say about the Donkeys pretty soon coming up. But, they may be number 1. But if you look at their strength of schedule, you look at their wins, they may be number 1. But really, they look like a pile of shit. No offense. Sorry, Chase. Sorry, Bronco Nation. Even my cousin, I know, who's a Denver Bronco fan, and he lives out in Denver. Fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Orange Crush. I don't care. They suck. Wait till I get to my haterade part, and I'll tell you what I think about the Donkeys. It's kind of like sad when you say they're 8-2. Yes, that's a record, but it doesn't look good with the teams you face. So other than that, I got some fun facts here. After I mentioned about Keenan Allen, he's 2 away from the record. Yeah, Antonio Gates has 955. Allen's at 954. We can break that on Sunday night. I think that is it. Now, Chargers offensive coordinator Greg Roman on Justin Herbert's interceptions increasing, which I just mentioned not long ago. He says there's some glitches in the matrix. That's going to happen. I think when you really look at his body of work, it's better this year. His body of work is better, but his interceptions are up from 3 to 8 this year, and we're 9 games in. He had 3 total last year. So, one thing I have been impressed is with the second-year player Justin Iboki, our defensive lineman. He started one game and produced a career high. He started one game this year, but in the games he's played, he's produced a career high 4 sacks in 2025, ranking 6th among all NFL interior defensive linemen per PFF. So, yeah, I mean, he has played. He has been a bright spot to our defensive line. That's one thing. But so our remaining games of the year are: we have the Steelers this weekend. Then we have a revenge game from a few years ago of that ugly goddamn playoff loss, the Jaggernauts, the Jacksonville Jaguars. But we get to face them in Week 11 at Jacksonville. So it's going to be a payback, hopefully. And then we got a Week 12 bye. And then we come out of the bye, we get the Raiders, as I say. And then it gets a little harder. We got the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Ignorant Thinkers podcast is going to be joining me that week when I do a breakdown. And he's going to break down the game, the Chargers-Eagles game with me. And after that Eagles game, we got a hell of a game against Kansas City, in Kansas City. And after that, we go to Dallas, which is right in my backyard. That should be fun. And then we got my buddy NeonPeacockMerch.com. He's got his Houston Texans Week 17. And I think the final game of the year against Denver is going to be possibly, if it's our records are, it could be for the division. So that is a crucial game on our schedule. But I'm taking one game at a time. But that Denver game is going to be, it could be for the AFC, and that's something I blabbered this year to multiple people. This is our year. We're going to take the West back. It's been 9 years since we've owned that AFC West, and that's something. Hey, what's up, Song? Welcome. Good evening. I hope you had a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, yep. I did that, yeah. But all right. Let me get to my little haterade segment. All right. Well, I was watching that Broncos-Raiders game last night. And if the Denver Broncos, who are 8-2, yes, they're 8-2. They're not first place in the AFC West. They're 1-1 in the division. Denver's 1-1. Chargers are 3-0. Chiefs 1-1, and then you got the Raiders who are 0-3 in the division. So you get all these Bronco fans saying, "Oh, we're fucking 8-2, motherfucker." Have you seen who you faced? Come on now. You've had the Titans that are 1-8. Yeah. Bengals 3-6. Yeah. Eagles 6-2. Yes, you beat them. That's your only competent win of the year. I can say it. All 8 of those wins. The Jets 1-7. Yeah. Giants 2-7. Yeah. Cowboys 3-5-1. Yeah. No offense, Derek. I know you love your Cowboys, dude, but yeah, it's been a rough year also there. Texans 3-5. Raiders 2-7. You look at the opponent's record, and they come out to be a 304 win percentage. Now, if I was a Denver Broncos fan, which I'm not, and hey, I'm champing on hey man, we're fucking 8-2. Yes, you are 8-2, but god damn it, look who you fucking beat. When I see you beat someone that's ranked, not with a win percentage that actually sucks, that looks like a JV NFL team, talk. Yes, you're 8-2, but god damn it, talk when you beat someone that's a quality opponent, not someone that sucks. Because I'm serious, it makes you look like a jackass. That's all I'm going to say about Broncos Nation. Now, Bo Nix, he may have had a great year last year, but he looks like total fucking trash. I said to the couple of guys this morning, to me, it looks like he just came and played his first NFL game. I mean, Bo Nix himself versus the Cowboys, Giants, and Bengals. He was passing for 302 yards per game, 11 total touchdowns in those games. Bo Nix, in his other 7 games, 203.6 yards a game, 10 total TDs. Come on now. You're looking at 100, almost 99 yards less. He ain't no Bo Incredible Nix. No. What's carrying the Denver fucking Broncos is that defense. That offense is straight trash. Let me see what they do. If I'm asking for a team in the playoffs, give me the Denver fucking Broncos. Let me see if they can keep up point for point. I doubt they can. They can't. Lucky if they can even score how many fingers they have on their fucking hands. That was a horrible game last night. 10-7. I thought Denver was going to mollywop the fuck out of the fucking the Raiders last night. I ain't going to lie. There was no fucking bright spot. What bright spot was there for Denver? Nothing. Zero. Nada, motherfuckers. You fucking did shit. You looked like shit last night. That's all I'm going to say. That's all my hate for now on the Denver Broncos. And now, hey, Denver's got the Chiefs next week. If Denver wants to be who they claim they are, the top of the AFC West, which they're not, they may have the best record in the AFC West division and in football, but motherfuckers, you fucking suck. You do suck. Beat the Chiefs. You got them coming up twice. You got 2 games with the Chiefs left, and you got 1 with the Chargers. Motherfucker, make that last game count, because motherfucker, you're going to pay the price. You think you're good? Beat us first, and I'll say that, yes. And then you can talk your shit. Other than that, you ain't shit. You haven't beat a quality fucking opponent besides the Philadelphia fucking Eagles, and that was early in the season. And you caught them off guard when they were missing 3 or 4 starters. Come on now. Grow some balls, pause, and own up. You guys ain't that good. Your defense is carrying. Your offense fucking sucks. And you claim you're good. Beat someone of a quality opponent, and then we'll talk. Let's see if you beat the Queefos, as I call them. The Queefs. Beat them. We'll see how you do then. But other than that, I ain't saying shit about the Denver Broncos until I see them beating a quality opponent or maybe 1, maybe 2 games. I will say, Bo Nix, what has he done? Not much. I have him on a fantasy team in the West Side, and he absolutely had me 8 points last night. Yeah. And that was not good. And I have the Kitty Cat in the West Side. So, yeah, it's been as for that, it's been rough, you know. So, those Denver fans, shut the fuck up and park your ass and sit down, motherfuckers. You ain't gonna last long where you're looking at. You ain't gonna. You think you're good? Let's see what's happening. No, I got my own shit about the Chiefs. You know, I swear to God, Mahomes, he must have some bed buddies, and that's the referees. They must share a bed together because those motherfuckers are always in bed together. If there's a call, Mahomes gets a call if his goddamn fucking jersey gets a grass stain, pause. The rest probably wipe it off for him, pause. He's a motherfucker. I swear to God, I'm going to be having, in the next episode, I'll be having a visitor, and it's going to be fun. We're gonna have some fun, and it's going to be a good time. Now, Chiefs are the Chiefs. The Chiefs are there in that division, but we're going to see what the Chiefs are really made of. They got a couple tough games coming up, and we'll see how they do against Denver. I mean, the Chiefs right now are 4-5. So, is it the Mahomes? Yes, Mahomes is having a great season. Don't get me wrong. I've had many people. Oh, he's playing MVP level. Yeah, he's playing he's the Mahomes is he is. We know he is. But that defense is not really, I wouldn't say looking stellar. Yeah, it's getting a little better. You got an older Chris Jones that looks like an old man that needs a decrepit home also, too. He doesn't look himself. I mean, yeah, that contract extension they gave him, it should have been year to year because that motherfucker looks like an old man out there. But as for the AFC West standings, you got the Chargers at 3-0 in the division, Broncos 1-1, Chiefs 1-1, and the Raiders 0-3. I think you can basically say the Raiders season is pretty much over and done with. You know, if the Raiders are going to do anything, it's basically playing a spoiler. Anything hopes for a playoff win or playoffs or anything, it's out the window. It's basically we're playing for next year. It's sad to say. I mean, Pete Carroll was my old neighbor, and not to say I was going to wish him good luck. He's a good dude, not a funny guy, but you know, it's just I don't think it's working out with the Raiders. Geno Smith is not looking good out there. I mean, that looks like a mess over there. I mean, they just fired their offensive coordinator earlier this afternoon or this morning. I mean, he was disagreeing with Pete Carroll, and he got canned. I mean, it looks like a total shit show, just like the Raiders in Vegas. To Raider Nation, better luck next year, I guess. You know, you can probably play for a high pick and maybe get a quarterback, or get a quarterback, sign a quarterback, and then I don't know. I don't even want to care what they're gonna do. I don't really care, because the only thing that's decent over there right now is Max Crosby on defense, Brock Bowers. That's all they got. They got Brock Bowers and Max Crosby. Other than that, Vegas looks like a bunch of dead apples out there, bobbing for apples. They don't know what the fuck they're doing out there. I'm sorry to say that, but as I said, looks like we're gonna get Amaro and Hampton back week 13. So he is back. He was back today on the practice field, but just on the side. But it's good to see him back out with the team and out and about. And let's hope he makes an improvement. But other than that, I'm just, if you guys got any questions for me, any fantasy questions, I'm willing to answer. Or you got any hatred coming towards me? Yeah, Guccini, the organ, yeah, want to lose for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I have to say. I mean, I think a lot of people had high expectations for the Raiders this year, knowing, with Pete Carroll, they're bringing in a quality coach, or they're bringing in Geno Smith was an improvement over what's the cat's name? AOC. Hey man, I remember Bakes saying last night, give Kenny Pickett a shot. He's a Super Bowl champion. Hey, he can't do any better. He can do much better than Geno Smith, I think. Geno's got 12 picks on the year. I mean, they say early in the season, he was on pace for 30 of the year. So who knows what's going on there, but the Raiders suck. I can't stand the Raiders. And Bakes, I appreciate that text message you sent me back, man. I appreciate that. I just wanted to get it out to you. It was nothing, no malicious to you or anyone else. That's just me. I'm not that kind of person. It's just my hatred for the AFC West teams. That's all it is. It's nothing towards you or your team that you support, man. Hey, I respect that just as you respect me as a Chargers fan. Hey, man. But, hey, I know we got a bet coming up at the end of the year. Hey, I'm looking forward to that. Win or lose, it's going to be a good one either way. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Also, these I forgot these earlier. The game picks for this week. We got GPG, which is, I forget that, Colleen Wolfe and Marcus Grant, and who the other one, GPG, have the Chargers, and the rest have the Steelers. Now, hey, if that's how they want to pick it, they can go all yellow. But I personally, I think it's going to be. I'm going to say, I haven't said anything at all about this, but I'm going to say 27-23 Chargers. That's my pick for the weekend. For Sunday night, 27-23. I didn't think about a score at all this week, but I should have before the show, but I didn't. I just came up with that one, 27-23. Hey, Peacock, what's up, man? But no, I'm looking forward to seeing the game this week. It's as I said earlier, we have huge AFC implications with this game for the Steelers and for the Chargers. So it's going to be an interesting game. But I think I do worry about that Pittsburgh defense with their offensive line. I am scared for Justin Herbert. TJ Watt is a beast. He's just like Max Crosby. I mean, he's an older Max Crosby, yes, but he can wreak havoc on anybody, and I've seen what he can do. It's going to be a good game, I think, but I really do have the Chargers coming out on this one. But I think there's going to be a lot of it could be a low scoring game, but with these two quarterbacks, they could be going back and forth. But I do think the Chargers are going to win this game. But it's going to be a very tight game. Pause on this one, but I think it's going to be a great game. But I'm looking forward to it. But it's been a rough year. I mean, I had so many high expectations for our offensive line, but as I said, you can't control injuries. But it's been a good season so far. I mean, am I gonna say I'm thrilled with it? I am happy with 6 wins, but to know what it could be like with a healthy offensive line I now have to wait till next year. It kind of sucks, but hey, man, bolt up, and we'll see what happens on Sunday. But I'm looking forward to it, and I also want to give a rest in peace to the Cowboys defensive end, Rashad Nealon, who passed away yesterday. It was a sad thing. Living here in Texas, I remember the first thing I looked up on my phone was that he passed away, and it was sad. But, rest in peace to him and to his family and his girlfriend and all his friends. And mental health sucks. If you're ever down and out, always seek out your friends. They're probably the best people to talk to. But it's a shame he didn't talk to no one. But, man, it's very young, 24 years old to die. But rest in peace. He did have one final NFL thing. He scored a touchdown on Monday night. So, but other than that, just check in with your friends if you feel someone like that. But again, rest in peace to a young man that probably had a great career ahead of him, but it was cut too short due to mental health issues. But on that note, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Bolt up. Let's go Chargers. And to all your teams that you support, I wish them nothing but the best, long as they're not playing my Chargers. Again, thank you for tuning in for episode 6 of the Chargers Power Hour. And I will see you again next Friday, 7 o'clock Central Time, 5 Pacific Time for episode 7. And I'm the Ears to the Street. I'm Lee Ainsworth. Have a blessed weekend. Peace. And I'll see you next week.
Quarterback shit when I'm under the center. Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Kerry. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie-dottie, he like to party. Fuck with blow shoot, trolling 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.